All right, coming live here on Facebook. It's about 2:35 on your Wednesday afternoon. Tracking some storms moving through West Texas. Wanted to hop on because if you're in San Angelo, which many of you watching Facebook Live always ask about San Angelo, you're probably looking at that dark sky off to the east and southeast. We got some thunderstorm development going on right now. All of these are currently under severe limits with some pea-sized hail, upwards of 50-mile-an-hour winds, and some heavy rainfall in a very short amount of time is ongoing right now in parts of the area. Central viewing area right now. Let's take you into a few of these storms right now. Eastern Tom Green County headed into Concho County, southern Runnels County as well. Some heavy rainfall ongoing from Ballinger down towards Paint Rock here. Vancourt, Wall, down towards Cristoval as well. San Angelo, we're sitting right about here, not seeing any activity. All this is off to your southeast, but we may see a little bit more development later on this afternoon. Isolated chance of development throughout the afternoon hours. National Weather Service put out a statement a little while ago. No severe weather watch is expected to be issued this afternoon. We're going with about a 20% chance of that being issued later on, but some of these storms could produce some gusty winds and some hail. So a few of these could go strong to severe right now. None of these are currently severe, but we do have a new flood advisory in effect for Ballinger because we're seeing a lot of heavy rainfall moving through the city of Ballinger right now. So down Route 83, Ballinger to Paint Rock, this storm pushing on off to the east towards Talpa and Valera here. This is pushing off to the east slowly. You see a little bit more development here, also off to the southeast. It's all moving on off to the east, and this is what we expect over the next several hours. This isolated development of some of these storms. Can't pinpoint exactly where they will form, but they form, put down a lot of rainfall in a very short amount of time, and then they move very slowly off to the east. They're only moving about 10 to 15 miles an hour right now. A little bit further off to the south, closer to San Angelo. Once again, San Angelo, if you're here in town, we're not seeing anything, but you see those dark skies off to your east and southeast. That's because of this cell ongoing from Wall down towards Yola, Vic. This is pushing east of Cristoval, headed in the direction of Eden. So Route 87 here between Eden and Wall. I want to avoid some of that right now. Some heavy rain ongoing, even some small hail. This is the hail map here. Seeing some pea-size, maybe upwards of quarter-size hail just to the south of Yola here along Route 87. Also some quarter-size hail in southeastern Tom Green County as well. Not affecting, once again, not affecting the city of San Angelo. This is east and southeast of you and pushing on off to the east. So next several hours, tracking some isolated development. This model not doing a great job picking up the activity we're seeing now, but you see over the next few hours some more development off to the west that pushes on in. It's just going to be very scattered in nature over the next several hours. Once again, not expecting a severe weather watch with this. Some of these storms could become strong to severe with the hail and damaging wind being the main concern here. Marginal risk, that's level 1 out of 5 issued for West Texas today. So we'll watch some of these cells throughout the afternoon hours. We wanted to hop on Facebook Live just to give you an update because a lot of you are probably sitting in San Angelo looking off to the east and southeast saying that's some dark sky out there, and we are seeing that activity. But once again, this is not headed into San Angelo at the current moment. Watching it carefully. We may have some more activity later on this evening, but right now the storms that we currently have are not headed in the direction of San Angelo. So we're watching it carefully. Once again, heavy rainfall, some small hail upwards of quarter size from Yola down towards Vic and east of Cristoval, southeastern Tom Green County. This is pushing slowly eastward at about 15 miles an hour. Another cell a little bit further off to the north towards Ballinger and Paint Rock. Heavy rain. We're seeing some isolated flooding ongoing in Ballinger right now. And we have to watch this carefully because once again, these are slow movers, heavy rainfall ongoing with us, a lot of humidity still out there across West Texas. So we're dealing with a lot of rain in a short period of time. That leads to isolated flooding concerns. So Route 83, Ballinger down to Paint Rock, dealing with some of that activity. And that's the only thing on the radar as we back up all the way. Not seeing a whole lot, some isolated activity down along Interstate 10 here. You see though over the last 10 minutes, we're seeing a little bit more development, very scattered in nature, and that's going to be the case all day long. So Abilene, San Angelo, we're quiet for now, but as these isolated cells start to develop here, we may move that into the bigger cities here of Abilene and San Angelo, but right now we're not seeing it. Just this activity right here east of San Angelo slowly pushing further eastward. So we're watching for isolated development throughout the afternoon hours. I'll come back live on Facebook if we see any severe weather warning or if we see that watch. But once again, National Weather Service only going with about a 20% chance of issuing that watch for West Texas. So not expecting a weather watch to be issued, but more of this isolated development that may see some hail and some gusty winds associated with that will be the case later on this afternoon and this evening. So we'll continue to watch it, keep you updated on Facebook Live throughout the afternoon hours. We'll have more at 6 and 9 p.m. as well, but anything comes up between now and then, we'll obviously hop back on Facebook Live and keep you updated with these cells. Once again, some heavy rain, small hail, gusty winds associated with these storms east of San Angelo. They're slowly pushing eastward towards Eden and Paint Rock, and once again, flood advisory issued for the city of Ballinger after we've seen some heavy rainfall over the past 30 to 45 minutes. Keep you updated throughout the afternoon hours. We'll hop on Facebook Live if needed be.